Good afternoon, love. It's a new day that the Lord has made. Gotta thank my Trinity. Thank y'all, Trinity. Hallelujah. Amen. For the ones that rock with me, let's get this great debate. Let's keep it very raw, respectful, uncut, and cute. For the ones that don't, you missed out. 21 gun salute. Now, I take what I came across today real personal, right? Because I was a woman with a real big bum, but I was never that chick that tried to use people because of my body, right? That wasn't for me, right? I was always a hair and nails chick, right? And I didn't even know I had a big butt till somebody told me. And even though when I look back, I was growing up, people were like, "Oh, you got a cute shape. I want to be shaped like her. Oh my, I got a sister with a shape like yours." And then there's demonic force that I was dumb enough to have that second kid by. His family would come up here when he was gone, and they would say, "That's the one that he got a baby by," like I was just a celebrity. So I already been famous. I just needed the coins to match. Game over, right? But anyway, so and they talked about Sierra for what she wore to the last event that she was at with her husband. First of all, her and her husband arrived together, so Russell must have approved her outfit. You know, he must have didn't see anything wrong with it. So if he was out with her and he took a picture, that should be the end of it. Should nobody be coming and disrespecting her or him? Because if they're comfortable with it, who the heck are you? Nobody, right? And they tried, women are so masculine, but the men are acting like they're chasing Dallas all over the internet. Because y'all sit up and y'all gossip like y'all want to be like Bruce Jenner and turn into Caitlyn Jenner, okay? No wonder she has to be so masculine. Because see, ever since I was growing up, a female couldn't have more bodies than a male, right? Because she would be labeled the hoe and he would be labeled the hero. So people are tired of that. Women are like, you guardsmen, you get out there, you collect up all the trash you want. This is the treasure. And I can stand on my own 2 feet before I have to deal with you going out there digging up all that trash. Everybody else done threw back out there, dragging it wherever you want to drag, and then come back and chill with this treasure. So women just got fed up. So they was like, listen, I can do this all by myself. And for number one, let's get this understood, right? And I knew he was full of crap when he used the word obedient. You need to go get you a dog if you want somebody to be obedient to your brother, okay? Now, the woman is supposed to be submissive, but the husband is supposed to love the woman like Christ loved the church. So it's a 50-50 thing. And she should be able to fill her husband's role in every area, right? And he should be able to fill his wife's role in every area in case something happened and death happened to do them part. She would know how to keep things going if he was gone, and he would know how to keep things going if she was gone. Okay, so y'all need to get that out of y'all head that because a woman is going to make money and she don't want to dress like y'all think she should dress, that then she don't want to be obedient. Or, oh, she ain't submissive enough. Oh, she's so masculine. When y'all acting like y'all chasing Dallas and y'all want to be like Bruce Jenner, okay? All y'all do is sit down on these YouTubes and talk about everybody. That's exactly what they do on Chasing Dallas, right? So sit down and be quiet and be a man for number one, okay? Because real men don't sit up and gossip all over the internet. Real women, they do, because that's what a woman's supposed to do, right? And females. But that's not what a man or a male should be doing, right? So y'all playing the roles of the females, with y'all talk more, gossip more, be on here having cat fights and all kind of things. So y'all have been programmed and conditioned by a system that has control over y'all. Well, y'all done stepped down and wanted to put on the dress, and the woman done had to step up and want to put on the suit, and she okay with it. Okay? But you ain't gonna tell me if you take your role as a man that a woman ain't gonna take her role as a woman. See, y'all got it twisted. Y'all wanna, if she had wore that outfit on Halloween, she wouldn't have been talked about as bad. But at the beginning and end of every day. Her and her husband left their house together. They see him being photo. So if they was okay with it, screw the rest of the world. Who are you? Who are you? Let he without seeing cast the first stone. Okay? Sit down and have a seat. Class is in session. Now, I take this personal because I remember as a teenage girl, I wore clothes to fit. I was like a size 7, okay? And I would zip my pants all the way up, and I would flip the part where my belt will go because I didn't wear belts. And I would leave my button unbuttoned because it made my stomach look flatter. That was the only reason. And I'll never forget my uncle, who was a preacher, saying, "You wear your pants like that? That is inviting." And I thought, the devil is a lie. And I've been rebellious, and I'm going to dress how I want to dress. I'm going to do what I want to do because, number one, I think independently, right? So you're not going to tell me what to do. So since I was a young person, I always wore whatever the heck I wanted to, right? And I didn't even know I had a big butt, somebody told me, right? But listen, that was never something that I used. Because when I was growing up, it was big titties and flat bums that was really in. You know, big butt girls just, wasn't it? So, I always had a problem with somebody. I can't be controlled. I'm not a cheater, okay? I know my role as your helpmate, okay? God put us here as your helpmate, not for us to be obedient. If you want somebody to be obedient, you need a dog, right? And the woman needs to learn every role of her husband again, and he needs to learn every role of his wife. So in case death do them part, they can carry on like they are like they're still with each other. That's a system that y'all should have into place. But what's wrong with y'all is y'all don't want the woman to get out here and make no money, because then y'all don't want the females to get out here and make no money, right? Because then y'all ain't got nothing to control them with. Y'all ain't got no, they can make their own money. And that's what he went on to say. But he used it in a more ignorant term. Oh, when you're used to getting money and you used to being around people to get money, you don't want nobody to buy you a Birkin bag. Okay. Why does our hang up have to be with money? Okay. For number one, you shouldn't even want nobody to want you for your money. If they want you for your money, they really don't want you. They want your money. So it's a scam in the beginning. Right? And in the eyes of God, sin is sin and no sin greater than other. But we all know that women or females are treated differently. If a female have more bodies than a male, she's labeled a hoe, but he's labeled the hero. And y'all got some deep-rooted psychological issues when, 9 times out of 10, the people that y'all call legendary is drug dealers from the neighborhood. How the heck is that legendary? Because I'm confused, So the woman has no choice, because the men has started chasing Dallas. So she got to sit up, and then she got to, wipe the tears from her eyes, because he didn't want to be the neighborhood kingpin, so he locked up, or he wanted to go out and rob something, or, he didn't want to date her, or whatever the excuse they give to the black males and men. So she had to stand up on her own 2 feet. And most of the time, most women are standing up on their own 2 feet, and they don't care. They want their own money. It's because, for number one, they've been told they couldn't do it for so long. And number two, they want their own money because they don't have time to be sitting around trying to wait on a person to give them nickels, pennies, and dimes, and trying to control them with those nickels, pennies, and dimes, because they don't really give you what you're worth. They don't. And then when it's over, they take all their stuff back. But yet and still, they want the woman to be submissive and be obedient and sit at home. So he get ready to leave, she broke. But he can go over here, he can take care of this family better than he taking care of his own that ain't even his. So get the heck out of here. I'm tired of people. I just am. I'm tired of people trying to put this, a black woman and a black man, a woman that's masculine, a man that y'all should stop running around staring out them pots, gossiping like y'all chasing Dallas. Because that's all y'all do over here on this internet. Is sit around and gossip about somebody else's business. And then they got the nerves to say, oh, I don't think everything is for the internet. But yet, you devoted a whole channel to sitting up talking about somebody else's business. But when it comes to your business, oh, well, everything ain't for the internet. Can somebody please tell me why? So I took this personal. This person was sounding really ignorant, and he went on to say she wasn't obedient, and he went on to say that she was masculine and all this crap that he got to talk, and I knew that this was not of God. This is a demon uses this man to manipulate anybody under the sound of his voice with that bull crap. He is speaking like a fool. You could tell how the stuff that's coming out of his mouth that he's very ignorant, right? And he don't have enough knowledge to be even speaking on this, because what's coming out of your mouth, obviously, you can't hear, right? So I took offense, because even growing up, I remember people would say, I want to have a shape like her. I want to be shaped like her. I got a sister shaped like you. And this goofy that I was dumb enough to have a kid by, he used to come in and I would be asleep. And how I would know he was there is I would feel the wind. And I would get up and he would have the cover back just looking at me like I was a goddess or something, And that was a flag too. I didn't see my body like other people seen it. I just didn't. And because as long as my hair and my nails was done, I was bad to the bone, right? So I end up, but his family would come up here and they would be like, that's the one so-and-so got the baby by, like, I was a celebrity or something. Mm-hmm. That sucker ain't never had none as bad his whole entire wicked, evil life, right? But anyway, that never bothered me, because that's not who I am, right? And when you're walking down the street, you cannot exercise. It'd be total strangers just yelling out, oh, where you going with all that? And then that girl that drive that car has a big butt. And then I went to my grandkids' school, and my grandson said, when you came from off over there, Mimi, they said, who is that? I said, that's my Mimi. And they said, that's your Mimi. She has a big butt. And then my granddaughter, I was going up the steps, and her friend was standing out there. As soon as I walked past her, you got a big butt. She got a big butt. That's what she said. Then I was coming from getting my hair cut. I was coming out the door. This lady had a baby on her hip. And she said, oh, did he hit your butt? Because it's big. I was just thinking, oof. And I was going in Walmart one time. It was these two short little dumpty girls. But I'm dumpty now too. I ain't trying to body shame. I'm just saying they was short and thick. Let me say, some short, thick chicks, right? Because a woman struggles with her weight. She really does. She go up and down. It's life. I know I have. But anyway, as long as you own your worth and your value and you know who you are, you beautiful, okay? Having a body don't mean anything, right? Especially if you're not trying to talk about other people, That's why I like Big Dads, because she is so confident. I just love her. I just do. I'm like her #1 fan, right? But, and I love Thomas too, because he is just so hilarious. They was getting out their car. They was coming, and I was getting out of my car, and we was going to Walmart. And they was singing some song about big booty girls. And it was something they were singing, and then they gonna say, oh, she got one. And I thought, what? So that's not something that I ever wanted. And so when people start get these surgeries, I was thinking, y'all should talk to a real woman about that, because that's not it. You can't work out. You can't go to the kids' school. You can't go to the grocery store. You can't do anything without somebody talking about your butt. You can't even drive a car, people seeing you, you don't even know these people seeing you. But they know if once you get out that car, she got a big butt. That's not something that I ever want. I don't want to be known for a big butt. I want to be known because I am a gifted Gemini, genius, chosen child of the Most High Living God, a creator that God created me His image, right? The creator that God created me in His image to be. I was just never into my body like that. And I wish I had been, because I wouldn't, dang sure wouldn't have had no kids by now, one of them goofies that I had about, right? And then, they didn't even want to give me, they didn't want to help me get my tummy tuck, get my body back together. But say, I would get my own body back together. No, they didn't want to do that. And why? Because my body ain't never used that, so that was just stupid. But they be haters. They be haters. Now, they want you to get to your best because you don't want them, period. So, nah. They go gathered up some, go on a fake marathon and go gathered up something built like an upside-down pineapple cake and then go try to get it fixed up like you. Have a seat, class is in session, right? But anyway, I was just really ticked off by that because a woman should be able to wear what she want, whatever she get ready. And if my husband approved my outfit, who gives a dang on what the next person is thinking? Okay? Now, if my husband said, listen, you know, if you put that on, and most men, it's going to say if they approve of it or not. They ain't going to let you out of the house with their stuff if they don't approve it, right? But, I mean, she done had kids, she's no longer doing what she loved to do because she came into the business being an entertainer. And maybe, you know, she done had kids, she's married. Maybe that was just her little moment to have a moment for her where she just wanted to just do something wild, okay? But not too wild. Y'all act like she was, you know, doing a Kim Kardashian video. But Kanye West still married that, didn't he? So it was just like, what? I mean, why is that any of y'all business if Russell was okay with it? It's not. It's not. But, you know, and they wonder why women are so masculine. Because y'all have turned into Caitlyn Jenners. Y'all act like y'all chasing Dallas. Which I love chasing Dallas, okay? Because they be having me cracking up. Now, I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm here to love, light, and truth. But no sin is greater than the other. And a woman should be able to dress any way that she wants to. Even if she married. What does that have to do with it? Okay? But y'all are so perverted in the world that y'all see babies as sexual objects. Little kids that has barely even formed, okay? Young kids, you know, from babies all the way up to the 12-year-olds that y'all sick, perverted cracks like to turn into an object. So it has nothing to do with Sierra and her dressing the way that she did, especially if her husband approved it. It just goes to show that y'all got some real psychological issues that y'all need to work out. Because just because she had on something sheer or lacy or whatever, that don't mean that she's a hoe that needs to be for the streets. That don't mean that she's for the streets. So if you want to go off a dress code, let me try to help y'all understand, because obviously you're not smart as the ostrich. And when you did that video, you thought you were sounding real intelligent, but you don't realize how ignorant you sound, okay? And she's made her song and put this whole theory together, acting just like a female. She made her song. She trying to exit you. I thought you was a man. You know, man, because real men don't do that, right? Now, let's say everybody sagged, right? Now, sagging originated from the slave masters having homosexual activities with the men. So they would make them sag, right? To let the other slave masters know that they had been broken into. So if I see a million men sagging, should I just assume that they've been broken into because they are sagging? That's the same thing with saying a woman because she put on something sexy and sheer that she is not a woman, she's for the streets. That's so ignorant, you don't even know how dumb you sound. Because you thought that you really had that in the bag because you devoted a whole session to speaking about it. And, wake up. Come on now. Ain't no sin greater than the other. And it's just double standards because if a female have more bodies than a male, he can have more bodies than a morgue and the cemetery. And then she could just have more bodies and a morgue. But she's going to be considered the hoe, and he's going to be considered the hero. So y'all got some psychological, deep-rooted issues that y'all need to get with God and work out, because ain't no sin greater than the other, right? And you cannot judge a book by its cover, okay? You can't. You can't. Then they think Ted Bundy was handsome. Then he dressed up like a college student, Then John Wayne Gacy dressed up like a clown. So you got to judge a book by its cover. So stop that, right? Now, until the next time, keep God first. Think before you speak. Be blessed and be a blessing to others. And I am